Racing in the Tattersalls National Hunt 4yo Maiden race, where Union Avenue and 6 Mile Bridge are two of the first to show, with Judah Razine also close up in the early stages. As they go to race into the turn, bring them on round towards the back straight. Could he be the one? Haji, and also towards the back in the early stages, less of the drama, or three towards the early back of the field in the early part. So now into the back they go. Microscope has come over to take the lead from Trim Castle in second. Third towards the inside. Judah Razine is next, and then Jim the Wolf. Plenty keen to go forward in the early part of this contest, as Jim the Wolf just paused a little over the first, but racing quickly on now towards fence number 2 along the back straight. And out front, it is Microscope who's going to take them along, being followed in second by Trim Castle. Third, Judah Razine, Jim the Wolf, and they're being followed just towards the inside. A mistake, in fact, in the red jacket on the outside there by Billy Lee Swagger. Up the hill they go and on towards fence number 3. Microscope by a couple of lengths to Trim Castle. Judah Razine, Jim the Wolf, and then towards the inside is Top Man Tom in the orange jacket. Further back is Billy Lee Swagger on the outside of Union Avenue, and they're being chased towards the inside by Could He Be The One, with 6 Mile Bridge a little wider out on the course. And Could He Be The One was slow in jumping there, comes away from at the back marker. So continuing now on their way up the hill, about to make their way on towards fence number 4, and it's Microscope who leads up the climb from in second spot Trim Castle. They're being chased in third by Jim the Wolf, and then Judah Razine, Billy Lee Swagger, Top Man Tom and Union Avenue. That trio form a line behind the leading group as they go towards fence number 4 at the top of the hill for the first time. Microscope and Trim Castle almost land together, being followed back in third by Judah Razine, Jim the Wolf, and Billy Lee Swagger is next with Top Man Tom. Union Avenue is further back in the field with less of the drama back there too, and Haji as they turn to take the descent now on their way towards fence number 5. When they land over this one, they'll have completed a circuit, and it is Microscope who leads them down for Oran McGill, being followed by Trim Castle in second, Harry Swan. Judah Razine in the black and yellow jacket is next for Pat King, and then Jim the Wolf, and just behind these Union Avenue, who's towards the outside of the orange jacket, Top Man Tom, wider out on the course. Billy Lee Swagger is being tracked by Haji, 6 Mile Bridge, less of the drama. Could He Be The One in the back marker? And again, Jim the Wolf wasn't fluent in jumping there, nor was Could He Be The One. Both of those have made early errors as they go to race on their way. Left-handed now to go out the country second time, and it's Microscope the inside of Trim Castle. They're the leading pair, being followed in third by Union Avenue, who's made a bit of ground. Judah Razine's on the inside. Jim the Wolf is outside, and further back to 6 Mile Bridge and Billy Lee Swagger. Less of the dramas next with Top Man Tom tucked away in the inside. Haji's last but one, and Could He Be The One is last of all. Now they turn to make their way on towards fences 6 and 7 along the back straight, and it's Microscope on the inside. For company on the outside is Trim Castle. Wider again is Union Avenue. It's almost 3 in line coming to this one. Jim the Wolf is next with Judah Razine on the inside. 6 Mile Bridge further back in the field, and they're being chased just in behind by Billy Lee Swagger, and then Top Man Tom further back behind these, the yellow jacket of less of the drama, Haji, and Could He Be The One. Fence 7 coming up now. Microscope going to lead over from Trim Castle, Union Avenue. Again, Jim the Wolf wasn't foot perfect, and Top Man Tom took a chance as well. On their way up the climb now to go towards the halfway point and heading towards fence number 8. And out front, as they go to it, it is Microscope who leads from in second spot. Trim Castle, Union Avenue is third. Then towards the inside, Judah Razine is next with Jim the Wolf. Further back behind these, Billy Lee Swagger just lost a length in jumping there as they climb now on up towards the highest point of the track. 7 fences still ahead of them. Microscope leads Trim Castle, Union Avenue, Jim the Wolf, 6 Mile Bridge, and Judah Razine right there on the insides. Just in behind them, Top Man Tom with less of the drama and Haji, and Could He Be The One remains last of all. Heading on now towards 7 from the finish, and going to rise in front, Microscope, Trim Castle, Union Avenue, and then Judah Razine is next with Billy Lee Swagger as they turn now to take the descent. Still well over a circuit to race, and 6 fences still to be jumped in the opener. And up front as they begin to take the descent, it is Microscope who's going to lead them down from Trim Castle, who's just on his outside. Wider again, Union Avenue. They're the 1, 2, 3. Jim the Wolf is 4. This one's being followed by Judah Razine, 6 Mile Bridge. Top Man Tom still takes the shortest route with Billy Lee Swagger the widest one. Haji's next. Less of the dramas dropping back a couple of positions to be alongside. Could He Be The One at the back of the field? This is 6 from home they come to. Microscope with Trim Castle in the centre. He was low and quick at it, and it's Microscope, Trim Castle and Union Avenue who are going to go by the judge. 3 in line here, being followed back and 4 by Billy Lee Swagger down the inside. Next in the black and yellow is Judah Razine, then Jim the Wolf, 6 Mile Bridge, and this one's being followed further back by Top Man Tom, and further back behind these Could He Be the One and Hadji, and they've gone away from Less of the Drama, who's the first one to call enough, and Less of the Drama is being pulled up with a circuit to race. Out they go the final time. They've got 5 to jump in the opener. And it's Microscope from on the outside Union Avenue, in the centre Trim Castle, Judah Razine, Jim the Wolf, 6 Mile Bridge, and right up there too with them is Billy Lee Swagger. Top Man Tom is next with on the outside Hadji, and Union Avenue is a bit slow there. Top Man Tom is unshipped with 5 to jump. Top Man Tom is out of it. The rest remain racing, heading towards the 4th last now. And out front as they go to it, it is Microscope who's going to lead Trim Castle and Union Avenue. Very little change in the order for some time now, and Union Avenue just reached for that one. So did Jim the Wolf. They lost ground in doing so as they now face the climb, bringing them towards the 3rd last fence. Plenty to choose from, and now Could He Be the One has been rushed up on the outside to try and take a share of the lead with Trim Castle and Microscope. Billy Lee Swagger is close behind them. Jim the Wolf, they're being followed by Union Avenue, who's dropped back as they take that one and make their way up the climb. It's Could He Be the One, Trim Castle. Billy Lee Swagger now pushed up right into it. Hadji didn't jump the 3rd last, and it's Billy Lee Swagger now who's swept right through to take the advantage from Could He Be the One. Trim Castle in 2nd. Back in 3rd is 6 Mile Bridge, but it's Billy Lee Swagger from Trim Castle now as they go to race towards the 2nd last, and on the inside it's Trim Castle, but Billy Lee Swagger still with the advantage on the outside. Bad mistake, Judah Razine almost went. Microscope pulled up with 2 to jump, turning the bend now to bring them down the hill. 1 fence left to jump, and out front it's close to call. Trim Castle the inside just about has it from Billy Lee Swagger. 6 Mile Bridge trying to wear them down, then Union Avenue, and they're away from Jim the Wolf and Could He Be the One and Judah Razine. And it's Trim Castle who's just opening up an advantage now of a couple of lengths. 2 in 2nd spot, Billy Lee Swagger. Then comes 6 Mile Bridge as they race towards the final fence, and it's Trim Castle who comes to the last with the advantage under Harry Swan. Over and clear, mistake 6 Mile Bridge, mistake Billy Lee Swagger, but no mistake in front. It is going to be Trim Castle who takes the opener for Gordon Elliott. And Harry Swan in 2nd is 6 Mile Bridge, close 3rd between Union Avenue and Billy Lee Swagger, and it was just the 4 to finish. Pulled up coming down the hill. Judah Razine pulled up, Jim the Wolf pulled up, and Could He Be the One pulled up as well.